Really good response tonight. I thought that was probably as close as 60-minute game that we could have played compared to last night, and happy that we got the sweep and we're moving forward. But guy to my right, made a huge goal tonight, and guy to my left, huge impact in the game in goal here that both gave us a chance to win.
Sacha, what do you think you guys did better tonight?
I think we just found a way to move puck quicks better, help us out the bottom of the breakouts, and just play more physical, harder, and I think just paid off. Trying to get the win. The goal was to get the win in the 60 minutes, and found a way to do that.
About finding a way to close the game in the third, you guys had a couple leads in the third that have got away. What'd you like about your third period?
Yeah, no, I think we just kept it simple. No goal was scored in the third period. Just kept it simple. PK was good. I think our D zone was way better than yesterday, and that led us to win.
What happened on your goal?
Try to go back door to Ben, and then Stridden, and then just hit the guy's skate, went in the back of the net. I always love to get that.
Hobie, when did you find out you were going in tonight?
I found out this morning. Both Brad and Carl Gehring talked to me this morning and told me that I'd be going in.
Yeah, what was the feeling?
It's always exciting to be able to play. It's kind of why you practice every day, is to be able to play, and it was very exciting for myself.
What's it like to get your first collegiate shutout?
It was good, but I think overall it's better just to win. We had a good team game. Like, I might have got a shutout, but at the end of the day, we stepped up. We had a really good PK. That's something that the coaches challenged us on. Our PK stepped up, either went 3 of 3 or 4 for 4. Our D zone was really good, getting pucks out, blocking shots. It was kind of just a collective 20-man effort, and it led to success tonight.
What'd you see on the breakaway that they had?
I just saw that he was coming with a lot of speed, and we had back pressure on him, so it's either probably going to have to be a quick shot or a quick move, and ended up shooting, but we had good back pressure that made it so we couldn't get the rebound.
For Sacha, what does that mean to you? Your captain plays hurt, but he's still on the bench. What did that do to you guys as a team?
Yeah, it means a lot to us just to see a guy like that who's been here for 4 years, just works out every day, leads the way, and whether it's in the gym, practice, and games, just being able to have him in the locker is a big part, and on the bench too. So just his voice is really it's good to hear.
Anybody else for the student athletes? Thanks, gentlemen.
Good job, fellas.
Thank you.
Questions for Coach Barry?
Brad, why'd you go with Hobie tonight?
Because he deserved the opportunity. We start the year off knowing we have two really good goaltenders, and you want to present opportunity to both guys, and you kind of look at the schedule, and again, like Robert Morris, they played hard both games. They're going to win a lot of games in their conference this year, but at the end of the day, we tried to get it so that Hobie can get some games in here to build a body of work. I mean, he had a really good body of work last year in the games that he played in, and this was an opportunity. And believe you me, it's tough, right? At the end of the day, we come in last night, and TJ played outstanding last night. We get the overtime win, and it's pretty easy to go, TJ, you're going back, and Hobie doesn't play. But I told him, I said, we believe in you, Hobie. Like, at the end of the day, we recruited you, we brought you into our program. You're building and growing your game, and we believe in you, and we stuck with it. And sometimes as coaches, you don't really, you go with the result, and you just say, oh, we're going to play the next guy again, or the same guy again, and we didn't do that. We wanted to make sure that we gave him the opportunity, and he deserved it.
What did you see in the third? You guys were able to close out the game this time.
Just our habits and details were a lot better. When a team is down by a goal, they start to press a little bit, and you got to make sure that you minimize your risk, and you get into the offensive zone, and when you're cycling up the wall, you got to make sure if you don't have a play, it goes back down instead of turning pucks over that feed into the momentum on rush plays. And I thought we did a better job of that tonight. We did get down to 3 lines with about 8 or 9 minutes left, and I thought those guys did a really good job of just rolling the clock and get it going, and making sure that it was a situation where we just chip pucks out. And our D zone was a lot better tonight. Sacha was exactly right. Our D zone was a lot better tonight. But again, like I said, there was a commitment of blocking shots and playing a team game.
Offense wasn't easy to come by tonight. What led to that?
Yeah, they defended well. They played hard. I think it's situations where, I think we had more opportunities last night than tonight. But at the end of the day, you got to earn those opportunities. And I think it's one of those situations where we moved the lines around a little bit. I thought Sacha's line was outstanding night with Ben and Dylan James on it. They created a lot of momentum, and it's one of those things where we got to keep building and growing that side of the finish part of it. So, last night our power play won us a game. Tonight I think our penalty kill gave us a chance to win the game, and that's what you have to do, have specialty teams be a big part of it.
Face-offs tonight, how important were those, I think?
Well, when the coaches were asking me, who we're going to put in the dot, and after the second period, Jake Schmaltz is, by a country mile leading the face-offs. He ended up 13-2 tonight. Like, he was a beast in the dot tonight. Like, it didn't matter which dot, and even if it was on his opposite side, his weak side, didn't matter. Like, he has a mindset of winning the draw, and he did at the end of the day. It's a big deal starting with possession. I thought both nights our centerman did a good job of winning pucks back.
You weren't too worried about the 2.5 seconds left with him taking that draw, or what?
No. Well, you always worry about if they do rip it back. Is the guy going to shoot? Is he going to defer to kick it out to the other side or whatever? But Schmaltzy, he does a good job of having a mindset of either winning it or doing it in a situation where, you make it a 50-50 puck battle. And he ended up using his forehand to whack it against the wall, and which was a big deal. But, you got to go with the percentages and go with the guys that you trust. And obviously we have a lot of trust in Jake Schmaltz.
You must have liked Dane Montgomery if you have him out there with 10 seconds to go. Yeah,
well, he does the right things time and time again, and he's not a big body, but he's a strong body and he's a smart player. And even though I thought he helped that line tonight, with Littler and Andrew, they had some OZP time and they played the right way. And you have to have four lines going throughout most of the game to have the energy for the other guys here. And I thought they did a good job. But Monty's a driver. He's a leader. And, he's been in our program long enough to know the habits and details of trying to close the game.
Why did you have Jamernick on the bench tonight?
You know what? Went into a meeting. I came to the rink today, and you don't have Bennett Zamolak assistant captain. You don't have Cam Berg assistant captain, and now you don't have Louis Jamernick. So there's three of your captain, three of your five guys wearing letters. So I grabbed the guys that were remaining. I grabbed Jake Schmaltz and Jackson Kuntz, and then I grabbed four other guys in the group. And I said, hey, at the end of the day, we need some juice and energy here. We need some more leadership in our group, and brought these four other guys into our group. But to me, Louis Jamernick, when I talked about this, what we're doing with the meetings, where the extra guys come in the meeting, he goes, hey, I still want to be a part of it, and he wanted to be on the bench. And even though he was hurting a little bit here, he made a huge impact, just sitting on the bench and directing. And he was like a coach, talking to guys individually, saying things at the right time to the collective part of the team. And it shows you a guy that's a true team captain and cares.
Is that a good sign that he has a potential to be back next week, or should we not read anything into that?
Well, again, I don't want to get ahead of it, but number one, look who Louis Jamernick is as a person and as a player, and just kind of getting an initial indication. And I don't want to look into a crystal ball and project anything, but there's a really good chance he'll be playing, knowing Louis Jamernick.
On Dane Montgomery, it's got to be amazing to have a player like that can play defense one night, forward the next. It just seems like, and then score quite a few points for not getting a lot of time over the last 3 years. What goes into your mindset with him?
Probably starts with his character. Just being team first. There's a lot of times, especially nowadays, when you recruit players, specifically in positions or whatever, they want to play that position, or they feel that they're best at that. There's not. It's very special when you got a guy like Dane Montgomery. When you throw anything at him, I bet you if we said you want to play goal, we need you in goal, he'd probably do that as well. But at the end of the day, it's Yeah, he's a very team-first guy, and you need to have players like that to win games and do whatever it takes, and we need him right now. Like, we needed him at forward tonight to play minutes, and especially, like Brad said, at the end of the game, trusted him enough to put him out on 6-on-5. It's a huge deal, and that's what true character, high character people do.
Coach, you guys are now 6-1 when scoring first this season. You did it again tonight. What kind of impact does that have, especially at home?
Oh, it's huge. At the end of the day, when, like last night, we scored 2 right away, and we backed off a little bit, but it just gives you momentum and juice. And I think, scoring that first goal, it doesn't change the way you play. When you're trailing a game, it seems like it changes the way you look at the game perceptually, make it taking more risks, change it from your structure a little bit. And I think when you score the first goal, it settles you down a little bit and has confidence. The problem tonight was we didn't get the second one. And but again, that's what happens sometimes when you play tight games. You have to find ways to win a 1-0 game, and our guys found a way to win it tonight. So we learned how to win a 1-0 game. But again, we need probably to finish a few more plays and keep working on that side of it.